be fair.
Showbiz.
He's just ashamed to admit he's got his spank bank folder open.
Well, I mean, it's got all the elements. There's a sink.
It's, it's got everything I'm looking for.
There's a bottle of liquor. You're drinking it.
Not one, not two, but three fly swatters.
uh,
Talking with words.
Welcome back to Talking with Words. You're here with Rob.
James.
And Ryan.
And tonight we watched 2025's Borderline, which stars Samara Weaving and Ray Nicholson, who looks a lot more like his dad in this than in Novocaine, which we just saw him in. We just saw her in Guns Akimbo, might have been what you were thinking of.
Guns Akimbo and Ready or Not.
Well, I have seen Guns Akimbo. I saw it.
She's
Novocaine,
Jinx
obviously.
in Guns Akimbo.
Oh.
Looks a little different in this than she does in that. Eric Dane, who would make
Steamy
is that the one?
on Grey's Anatomy.
Grey's Anatomy?
Make Dreamy, make Steamy.
One of those.
Yeah.
Patrick Cox was in I think he was
The one
in
that
Dark
died.
Knight, maybe. I don't know.
Probably.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan
Yeah, him too.
and Alba Baptista. She was my favorite
Delightful.
part of this movie, probably. If you're not familiar with this film, it is described as a bodyguard protects a pop superstar and her athlete boyfriend from a determined stalker in 1990s Los Angeles. And we'll get into that part in a second
Yeah.
because I just scanned over the trivia real fast. You got a parent's guide, though?
I do. Rated R for violence and language. Sex and nudity mild. Violence and gore moderate. Profanity mild. Alcohol, drugs, and smoking mild. Frightening and intense scenes moderate.
It's very moderate.
It was pretty moderate.
All those were moderate.
Yeah. We did have
Was there
one or two solid kills.
Was there any sex and nudity?
She was wearing underwear.
He was like running around and dancing in his tidy whities every time he got in the house. I think he swam naked or
I
bathed.
get it.
Okay. I'm so numb to all of that.
Yeah. Desensitized. Desensitized. See?
Desensitized.
Did you have a stroke?
I think it's still happening.
Ah.
So we talked about it. We mentioned it. The basic plot of this is Paul, who's played by Nicholson, is grandioso delusional. His girlfriend died at a concert of Sophia, who's Samara Weaving's character. And apparently he thinks that they're going to get married. Him and the pop star Sophia. And it starts with him going to the house and stabbing the security guard a couple times. And then
After
apparently
he fake proposes.
The very
Yeah.
friendly
potentially
security
serious
guard.
proposes.
yeah. Very weird the way they did all that.
The security guard was so nice to the guy, even during the stabbing. It's like it wasn't even like, get the fuck away from me. It's just like, I'm gonna pass out now and hope I live.
He felt bad about how delusional Paul was.
Yeah.
Well, Paul was delusional.
Allegedly.
Very
Delightfully delusional, as it turns out.
yeah.
He was a happy idiot.
Premise of the whole movie,
He was having a great time.
you know, it's like him or Magatu. They both carried the movie.
Yeah, for sure. But that's the first 10 minutes of the movie. The rest of it is literally him trying to marry her after he escapes from jail with his new friend, Penny.
And somehow he
His
found
personal
henchmen.
assistant.
Yeah, his PA.
Let's just never underestimate the ability of a crazy person to find henchmen and women.
He didn't work for him as a henchman. They were friends.
Yeah,
You don't work with your friends, James.
That's what every henchman will tell you.
That's being a good boss. And he had a PA.
He did.
Penny
who had a lovely duet voice.
was so good in this.
Gives me hope for my next career.
the crazy levels they were able to pull off with those two and their big ass smiles. It yeah, it checks some boxes.
I think Cameron needs a PA, James.
At no point did any of the henchmen break character and act like they were villains. Not overtly.
Yeah.
I don't think we
Everything
had
they
villains.
did was through the lens of we're friends. We're such good friends.
Well, Penny did at one point say, "Listen, I know that you're not in love with each other, but I like watching what he's doing because it's like a movie to me, and I get to be in the movie now, so I'm just gonna let it happen."
Oh, you mean the girl that voluntarily lit herself on fire?
That one.
Kinda.
Yeah, I liked her a lot. And the duet, of course.
Agreed.
That was awesome.
You
Oh, yeah.
I've got nothing bad to say about that duet.
I think you liked every song in this.
It was pretty period specific for me.
James
I
sang
mean,
every song.
The name of the damn movie's Borderline. Leave me alone.
And we talked about her friend he had the look of Dennis Rodman. He was wearing a wedding dress at the end, like a bunch of different little things.
It was
So this was based off Madonna that had a stalker that tried to something along those lines, and he escaped, and they caught him before he got to her again.
anyone in my generation would pick up on that.
Yeah.
It's pretty blatant.
So it's based off of that, which is why it feels so much like it's Madonna and Rodman.
But they stole songs from the late 80s, early 90s.
Which this was supposed to be based in the 90s, I guess, which is why they didn't have
Is that when it came out?
all
Yeah.
the stuff.
That,
No,
that
this
would
came
make-
out
That would make the most sense.
came out this year,
This year.
but it
This
was
came out
based in the
recently.
90s.
Okay, so they've already begun marketing to the 90s babies.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
That's the new the Goonies. We're going back 40 years.
Yep.
I don't want to talk about it.
Everyone out. I got to go to sleep.
It's past my bedtime.
Feeling young here, guys. I love it.
Yeah. There were a lot of shots in this that I thought were fun and they did well. The best one by far is the last shot, the car in the credits. But they candled the candelabra multiple times. They did the puzzle multiple times. The trunk, that was one I was like, what is the trunk? That was the only thing I missed, I guess. And then just some of the lines, like when she was talking to Sophia about knowing that he's crazy, he's like, Paul's elevator doesn't go to the top floor. It's like, so
Is that
you
a
know.
saying here?
Is that a saying that people have? And then yeah, what's his name? JH.
Yeah.
His
The eye patch guy.
yeah,
Hey,
his
don't forget your eye patch.
friend.
Hey, man, that's not Sophia.
Yeah, the level we didn't really understand just how gone he was until he walked in the room and thought that the black man was the white woman.
The black man did have blonde hair.
Very short.
Easy mistake to make.
But when he's like, "Oh, hey babe," you're like, "Oh, he's that crazy."
I don't have my phone. What was the actor's name again? There was the groom,
Paul
Rhodes?
Ray Nicholson.
Ray Nicholson.
Oh.
Yes. So he fully committed on this character, right? I was fully immersed in his delusion,
Oh yeah.
and I kept thinking he would break out of it, but no, no.
No, this is a solid state.
If that wasn't method acting, I don't know what it was.
It was fun to watch.
It was.
He did a good job.
He had some serious Pedro Pascal vibes from Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
Oh yeah.
From opening
In the car.
scene to closing credits, he's like in full character, never breaks, never
Yeah.
doubted his character for a second.
That scene in the car at the very end when he's in the what he thinks is the limo, it's probably what 2 minutes, and it starts with him just grinning. He's like, "Ah, we're going to the hotel." He's still
And
kind of talking
In
to
the morning, Maui.
yeah, And like over those 2 minutes, he loses it, starts just like breaking down, like, oh, the reality of what's happening. And then he just resets the delusion and starts smiling again. And then it cuts to credits. Like, God damn, that was fun to
The
watch.
tears of joy.
He did. That was fun. That was good. If you watch anything else, just watch that one segment of this film because it was fun.
But, actually, all of the characters, I was every one of them committed to some extent. Uh, I never doubted most of them. The Flower Girl, even, they nominated Flower Girl who had no flowers. Um,
Yeah.
did her part.
The only thing he really had as far as props that weren't clothes was the knife. He didn't bring a ring or the flowers or anything else. Oh, I guess he brought a pastor. The Presbyterian.
What was his little speech about the double-edged knife?
Uh,
To protect you from
To
your
protect
enemies,
your enemies and your friends.
and your friends.
Oh,
It was like a
that's dark.
Viking marriage knife or something.
Yeah, it was
like
some
that.
ceremonial.
Your European ceremonial knife that was usually gifted on the wedding day.
Yes, because of course it was.
Well, yeah. He upgraded from the pocket knife he had initially.
Yeah. I mean, that didn't do it. He wasn't very good at killing people with knives.
Missed
Not
all
like
the
her
key
friend.
organs. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Oh, her boyfriend got it done.
Yeah.
the
Where'd
pop
all that blood
star,
come from, though?
had definitely done her due diligence with one security guard and a boyfriend who was indifferent.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then she took zero responsibility for her own security, including having the just lock me in recording booth in her own home.
That was an odd one.
Ryan, you mentioned that.
Oh, yeah.
Uh,
So, I mean, it
who would do
looked
that?
like he broke the handle off on the inside before he put her in there. And that's so it
Yeah,
wasn't really
I
locked.
was trying to figure out what it was.
Do handles really work like that?
Well, you still have to turn it in order
Yeah.
for the mechanism to.
Yeah. I
So,
guess I
like,
never really thought about how one side could
Oh yeah,
Yeah, there's just a
fail
little
completely.
it's
silver
the only way to
circle
keep
on the
Meryl in her
bolt
room.
there.
Sometimes you got to break the handle off on the inside.
Well, that's why I'm not a
But
parent.
for some of those small handles, I mean, it's the same type of door handles you have up here, but like
Yeah.
if you pop one side off, usually the other side just kind of falls
It
out.
falls out. Yeah. I was more worried about the deadbolt that was 7 feet up
Yeah.
in the air.
Oh yeah, why
you're-
would you do that in your
When
own
you're
house?
vertically challenged.
Yeah, I don't understand that one. I mean, to
And-
move the plot,
And
but
how tall was that door in the beginning? Anyway, I mean, who has a door that's like that much taller than them?
Rich people.
yeah,
Uh,
because he reached up,
Hey.
he reached up and
None of
closed
us.
it, no problem.
fair.
She just couldn't.
Yeah, but she was like a foot shorter than everybody but the flower girl.
Yeah. Where'd that blood come from?
Vertically she's vertically challenged.
She fell down.
She done fell down, go boom. Uh, there were some things that I liked that just gave it a little bit extra texture, like the bike chain with the cop.
The cops practice for
His
performance
dance?
beforehand.
He got an applause, I think, from James and Sally.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was doing a good job.
I mean
Jazz
his
hands.
his choreography was on point.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a play I'm going to watch, but
He's not either.
he had skills.
That was classic Hollywood. Just
Yeah.
definitely was a guy with dancing skills on the audition list.
I need a day job, so I'm a cop.
Rob,
Reminds
can-
me of the brother
Rob, can
from
you dance? Do you need dance classes?
Classes, yes.
I know somebody. My niece dances. She'll teach you.
Not allowed within 50 feet.
She's over 21.
Okay, perfect. 100 feet.
Yeah. He reminded me of the brother from That's My Boy. He
Yeah.
pretends to be a Marine the whole
Yep,
movie. Like
yep.
this guy pretends to be a cop, and he's
Milo,
he's really a modern jazz dancer.
so when he gets hit in the face.
Yeah, jazz hands.
Because you had that, you had the uh, band-aid over the door or to escape.
That was slick.
And then the one I liked a lot was when JH got out of the car with William, security guard. He told the lady, he's like, turn the music up. If you drive away, I'll kill him. So she turned the music up really loud and he walked away so that she couldn't hear the gunshot, but it was also so that he could hear if they drove away. Like I
That
like
makes sense.
that the way he played that. Probably wouldn't really work if she just drove away and he was going to kill her anyway, but
Yeah.
it was just enough of extra detail. I was like, oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I like that. And then, of course, the microwave
The
attack
microwave over the
flashlight.
the mag light.
That man, she had such good scenes.
After she tased him in the neck.
That's what I was about to talk about. The
Stabbed her
hazing
with a
him in the
fork.
neck with a mag light shoved down his throat until he threw up in her face, and she's just laughing as it drips off of her face.
It got in her mouth too.
Yeah, it
That
did.
was-
She spit it out. It,
that was the only scene James turned away from. He goes, eh.
Yeah.
yeah, it did it for me.
Some scenes are too
facial.
intense for James.
Yeah.
In just about every film we watch.
Well, we did just watch him eat that whole can of beans because we now know why he was shoving that shit down. We needed it for the next scene.
He had a sweet bolo tie though,
Yes, he did.
We're bringing it back.
and a 10-gallon hat.
We're bringing back the bolo tie.
Yeah, it's time.
Don't get married without one.
Turquoise.
Turquoise.
And then the pastor in the trunk, which
After they kidnapped him.
we showed her go to the house and say, I have car trouble. I thought she was trying to get clothes or something. I didn't really.
I assumed they were getting like a better car or
Yeah.
supplies or something like that.
My mind had already been like, okay, he's done.
Yeah.
Next thing.
Totally forgot about him.
I had slobber on my shirt, not from the dog.
From the
And
blood? Because we're not sure where
Yeah.
it came from.
so I did like, oh yeah, there's someone in the trunk. Like, oh, who's in the trunk? Oh yeah,
The pastor.
we've got undecided shit we got to figure out first. That and the when William showed up at the church to help save the wedding, and every time he's come into contact with this guy, her boyfriend, he's wearing weird shit. And he walks in and just looks at him, and the guy's like, and he's like, okay. And then he just walks him down the aisle like it's nothing.
So right after he stole the yellow Porsche
Yes.
from the personal assistant, he said, wait a second, you have a Porsche? Yeah, it's really fast.
that was sublimely funny.
That was a great cut. But the two of them and the Porsche sitting there, and he goes, you got a Porsche? He goes, it's really fast. And then it's just her standing there and the Porsche driving away.
It's like, hey.
Oh, I guess I'm walking.
I feel like that's a natural extension of Hollywood culture, which I'm not part of. that's exactly what should happen in that scenario.
Yeah. And then he gets up there and she's like, oh, he's got the big guy's got a gun. I know he shot me in the head with it. Like, yeah. All right. There's some fun stuff in this.
Yeah.
There was a lot of fun stuff to offset any sort of moderate violence, sex and nudity, etc.
And-
Their duet was spectacular. It was like Abby spends the whole time, she's like, I'm a good singer too. We should do a duet.
Well, I think Me and Sally tells you who that demographic is.
Oh, you mean when Sally woke back up?
Yeah. Well, because who wouldn't? It was Celine Dion, the
The
greatest singer in the world.
And then the song stops abruptly when she
Very.
gets smacked in the face with a tambourine.
As we all pictured that song
You're
happening
flat.
when it took place.
Yeah, that was good. And I was
Didn't see that one coming.
I think everyone in that time period was like equally okay with like loving the beauty of Celine Dion and also like, I just want to slap you.
it all fit in that one compact Canadian profile.
It's an odd but adoring emotion.
Celine.
Celine. Great song. Great song.
You're gonna be singing it for a while.
Sing it to Alan when you get home.
I may have never sang that in the shower.
Denial's an ugly emotion.
Alexa will never tell.
Oh, really? How many times, Alexa?
Shh.
What else did I miss on this one? I mean, there's a lot of little bits in there.
Her kitchen weapons. She's standing
yes.
next to the knife drawer.
And
And-
throws the oranges.
She never grabbed a
Oranges.
knife.
I'm going to assume they were tangerines.
You know that's my pet peeve. Nobody ever grabs a weapon
Yeah.
until
The
she had
toaster.
the guitar.
Yeah.
And she
That was-
hit the wrong person.
Yeah, he had a bad night. I mean, it could have been way worse, but he had a pretty bad night.
He didn't die.
But
Yeah,
still,
could have been worse.
kudos for her finding
that.
a weapon in the guitar, even if she launched it against the wrong person. You know, nobody's perfect.
I mean, the
Yeah.
toaster was a good choice. Not effective.
Unless
but
you're in a bathtub, not going to help.
she
although-
broke a mirror.
She'd already
That's
burned
bad
someone
luck.
to death.
If you pick anything up with enough mass,
Sophia doesn't light people on fire.
Well, she lets them stand in it.
She just lit some paper on fire and slid it through. And
let's just say if you're in a kitchen is a weapon-rich environment. Pick up a sack of flour, and if you swing it long, it's going to have enough mass to knock somebody out.
How do you
How-
swing flour, James?
I do not, because I have a 25-pound bucket of flour
Uh,
I bake. Um,
bitches, I bake.
yeah,
I was gonna say, how much flour do you have in your?
You bake it.
I
like
wouldn't go for the flour because I know where the knife block is. Duh.
Don't you do CrossFit? You can lift 25 pounds of flour.
No, I could deadlift 25 pounds of flour, but that's not actually a killing move. It's not offensive,
You got to drop it.
not offensive, I should say.
Yeah,
in-
just drop it like sexy.
yeah. Knives. What else?
Skillets.
Honestly,
Corkscrews.
honestly, the second obvious weapon on my kitchen island would be the Lazy Susan thing that has like implements on it. I would just pick that up and
The whole thing, huh?
yeah, everything's a weapon in a kitchen.
I want to see you fight after just that maneuver right there.
I'll do the writing, you do the shooting.
When was the last time you were in a fight, James?
Ever?
I was going to say, there's not a chance James has ever been in a fight.
All my fights are purely mental and epic because of that. What,
And way
what are
better.
you talking about? They're epic.
Way longer, too.
Got a keyboard warrior over here.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Literally.
Give me that flour. Yeah, then she never used the corkscrew, did she?
Yeah.
Did
To
she get?
cut her ropes off.
Oh, that's right. She did cut the ropes off.
She used the meat thermometer.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, she did use that.
that was from the grill because
Yeah.
she couldn't reach
Still
the
a kitchen device.
spatula.
Was. Which,
That is an outdoor grilling device.
I have one of those in the drawer, but it'd be hard to dig out in the heat of the moment.
yeah, there's no way. Mine, and you got to open it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I'm more likely to stab myself in the hand trying to
Yeah.
blindly reach in and snag one.
I could probably find the bamboo skewers faster.
Do you not keep knives on your kitchen counter?
Hey, do you want your fingernails impaled?
He's ready for
I mean-
torture.
Yeah.
S&J. Not to be confused with S&M, but they're the same thing. Sodomy. And
Cowboy gay sex. Gotcha.
speaking of wetness, the end of this again. Sally has woken back up. This is not about her. Woken back up, and they're in the car having the little aha, we survived. And it cuts to the daughter, and she's covered in blood. She's like, "Why is she covered in blood?" Like, literally 2 minutes ago, the guy cut his throat over her.
Yeah. The basketball player slit JH's throat,
while he's holding her hostage.
Dad,
showering the small child in blood.
Dad, this is gross.
And the paramedics didn't think to like, hey, let me get that for you.
Just leave it.
Not even a wet wipe. I mean, in this day and age,
Where'd all that blood come from? What?
veins, arteries.
The jugular.
Around. It's just around. It's common blood. It's a big city.
A spurting wound.
I'm getting better.
'Tis merely a flesh wound.
Also, that security guard had the patience of a saint
Yeah.
for all the shit that he went through in this.
He had a heart of gold. He treated everybody with too much respect. And yeah.
I don't love that it was played by 3 actors. Oh, it wasn't? It was the same actor the whole time? What?
Who invited Sally?
Stay awake for movies. What else? This is good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Nice little 90 minutes of fun.
I'm glad this was the romance movie I picked for the year.
I can see that.
Oh,
It's
We
definitely
watched The Gorge.
Deadpool.
oh yeah.
Deadpool would definitely endorse this as a romantic movie.
Very
The
true.
champagne joke. That was the other one.
Oh yeah.
He's
Champagne?
going around. And he
Yeah.
offers it to the child. He's like, "No, you're a child." Oh, would you like some champagne? Just kidding.
I know you're gagged.
Yeah, you're gagged. You can't drink anything.
Yeah, him just having fun that whole time. He was fun to watch. Well, I mean, we just saw him in No Game. We'll probably see him in some more stuff pretty soon. Hopefully, doing more shit like this.
I hope so.
It had the Jack Nicholson One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest kind of
Yeah.
that grin, that just a big smile.
Yeah, you're right.
The Joker smile.
That smile
Yeah.
was
Winning smile.
That was his dad's smile for sure.
the
But
smile was a Carl.
he doesn't do the voice or anything else. The rest of it's all him. You know,
Oh well, I'm glad he doesn't do the voice. That wouldn't be fun.
we don't have time for this.
Yeah.
Give it time. He'll pick up around the time he hits 50 with that one.
It'll start that draw. You are my number one guy. Also, trailers for Cam. Anything else?
No.
Music Works. Go to Music Works. Listen to Lauren.
It's Arkansas Music Works, located on J Street in Bentonville, your local shop for all these music instruments and more. It's chock full of musical instruments for the discerning musician and has a selection of audio, orchestra, and band instruments for those dipping their toe into the musical world. Need your instrument updated or repaired? They do that too. For all these great services and more, check out your local music shop, Arkansas Music Works, and mention the Talking with Words podcast for 10% off your purchase.
Commercials. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Go watch it. Borderline. I also love Samara Weaving so much.
She's great.
Fun to watch and fun to look at.
Oh, yeah.
Was there anything else you wanted to sing?
No, that was it.
Because
sure?
please,
You missed a couple numbers there.
we don't have to edit out your versions of
I don't sing.
what was that? That's your
What?
Batman. Your Batman just wears a like suit of armor that's a tuxedo.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Where are the drugs? Are they in that JC Penney's? I'll be back in 30 minutes. Do they validate parking? Silver Fox. All right, Charlie. Kill it.